Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your host, the one and only ProHenis, and today, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 things that Infinity Ward needs to do in order to make Call of Duty Infinite Warfare a successful game. Now, I know you guys have probably already seen videos on this topic made by other YouTubers, and I've seen those as well, and I've kind of gone around and sort of assembled my own opinions as to what I think Infinity Ward really needs to do in order to make Call of Duty Infinite Warfare a successful game. But not just Infinite Warfare, I really think this is an important thing for all Call of Duties to have in order to be successful, and I think it's something that some developers are maybe starting to sort of ignore in terms of what actually needs to be done in order to make a game successful. So keep in mind, guys, this is my own personal opinions list though, so these are 5 things that I think is really important for every Call of Duty game, but be sure to leave your opinions down there in the comment section below, guys, because I'll definitely be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe you guys have thought of something that I haven't even considered yet that may be really good for a Call of Duty game. And if this video can go ahead and smash 50 likes, guys, then I will actually go ahead and make a top 5 list of things that we do not want in Infinite Warfare, which I think would be a pretty interesting list to make, and some things in this video may actually complement things in that other video. And if you guys have some things that you'll actually want me to talk about in the top 5 things we don't want for Infinite Warfare, leave them down there in the comment section below so I know to talk about them. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and without further ado, let's hop right into this list. So number 5 for me has to be balanced supply drops. Now, I'm not talking about the supply drops that we had back in Advanced Warfare where you could pay more money to get a better variant of a weapon. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about purely cosmetic changes to weapons, and this is something that Treyarch did with Black Ops 3, and I think they did an absolutely amazing job with it. As you guys know, in Black Ops 3, when you go to open up a supply drop, you're not going to get different variants of weapons that are going to sort of change the stats, give you an increase in damage, an increase in range, or an increase in mobility, or anything like that. You're only going to get a change to the weapon that's purely visual, which I think is a perfect move on Treyarch's part in order to sort of keep the supply drops that we all came to know and love, that we all love to grind for, but also not make Call of Duty a pay-to-win game. And I think that's a really smart thing. So I guess as a whole, what I'm really trying to say is do not make Call of Duty Infinite Warfare a pay-to-win game. And I think for the most part, that's what's really been done through supply drops. And so if they don't do that in Infinite Warfare, I'm personally going to be very pleased with the game. The next thing that we need to have in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, in my opinion, is the Specialist Strike package. Now, this is something that we had back in Modern Warfare 3, which is my first Call of Duty ever. And I think the Specialist Strike package is absolutely amazing. If you guys don't know what it is, essentially, as you guys know, when you go for streaks now, if it's assault streaks or whatever, you know, I think it's like 4 or 5 kills to get a UAV, and then a couple more kills to get like Guardian, and then a couple more kills to get a Hellstorm after that. And that's how you sort of get your streaks, obviously. You get your streaks by getting consecutive kills. Well, the Specialist Strike package is that exact same thing, except it's with perks, which is so cool. So after like 7 or 8 consecutive kills, I believe, you get all the perks that are available in the game, and you run around like you're some sort of god player. It gives you this godlike complex because you have every single perk in the game on one character in one game, which is just huge. And I think that would be such a cool thing to bring back to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because it really makes non-lethal gameplays really enjoyable to watch, and it sort of adds a whole nother dynamic to how you can kind of play the game. You know, as you guys know, streaks now don't really change your play style or your character at all, but obviously having a Specialist Strike package would sort of change how we move about the maps and how we play the game. So I think bringing a Specialist Strike package back would be really cool. The next thing that I think we really need to have in Infinite Warfare is a Dark Matter-like camo. Now, as you guys know, in Black Ops 3, we have the Dark Matter camo. You need to get diamond on every single weapon, and I think if we brought that back to Infinite Warfare, it would really give a lot of people an incentive to continue to grind the game and continue to play as much as they possibly can in order to unlock that camo. And not only that, it really forces people to play using different weapons in the game, which I think is amazing, because as you guys know, Call of Duty for the most part has really been favorable towards the rushy players. So for me personally, all up until Black Ops 3, essentially, I had never really played with a sniper. I'd never really played with assault rifles that much, or LMGs. I was mostly an SMG player because that's what I like to do. I like to rush. But having this Dark Matter camo forces me, obviously, to use other weapons in the game. So having a Dark Matter-like camo, I think, really adds sort of another grinding aspect to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And if they brought that back, that'd be awesome. And sort of piggybacking on that sort of grinding portion of the game, if they brought back a level 1000 or something you could do to sort of continue to prestige throughout the game, even after you've reached 10th prestige, I think that would be absolutely amazing for sort of the die-hard players who love to play Call of Duty. The second most important thing that we're going to need in Infinite Warfare is we're going to need to have like a game-ending kill streak. Now, as you guys know, Modern Warfare 2 introduced the nuke, and when you got the nuke, I believe it was like 24 or 25 kills. When you would call it in, not only would it kill everyone on the map, but it would also end the game and give your team a victory. And I think that sort of, it really changed the whole Call of Duty landscape. It's what sparked channels like Carnage, like Doom, all those other pub stomping channels. It sort of, you know, created this community community of pub stompers to go for gameplays like that, where you go for high kill streaks and high amounts of kills. And I think that's something that really makes a Call of Duty very, very successful, especially for the YouTuber like myself. I enjoy doing live comms, as you guys know, so being able to have a kill streak like that, it allows you to sort of go for something in the game. Now, as you guys know, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 only had sort of a nuclear medal. They didn't have anything you could call in like a Moab in Modern Warfare 3 or a Chem Strike in Ghost or a DNA bomb in Advanced Warfare, and I'm okay with that. You know, obviously having something you can call in does make it a little bit more fun and does make it a little bit more cool, but as long as you can have sort of something, some achievement to go for every single game that you can try to go ahead and get, whether it be, you know, only 25 kills consecutively or 30 kills, I think is really, really important to sort of motivate people to get really, really good at the game, to sort of shoot for getting that streak. And the most important thing that we're going to need in Infinite Warfare is we're going to need to have fast-paced maps that are small and have a 3-lane system. This is something that I've talked about in so many DLC videos that I've made when we've sort of gone over DLC maps for the Call of Duty franchise. We need to have a 3-lane system for Call of Duty maps, because if we don't, what ends up happening is you have maps like we had in Ghost, and they're just way too big and you die too often, and then it takes 5 years to sort of bring yourself back towards the middle of the map. And then I think Sledgehammer tried to compensate for that by sort of giving you exo movement so you can kind of propel yourself across the map faster, but I don't think that's necessarily the answer. We need to have small maps like we have Nuketown in this game, we have Combine in Black Ops 3. I mean, we need to have maps like that that just, you know, have a 3-lane system that allow you to maneuver around the map, that don't have 5 million flanking points for people to go around. You know, you need to be able to have control of the map. Your team needs to be able to have control of the map, and if you don't, then it's just total chaos. There needs to be some way for a team to dominate a map in Black Ops 3. Now, I know that may seem unfair for the opposite team that's getting stopped, but that's kind of how the game works. You need to have people who are going to be dominant at the game, and you need to have maps that are going to be dominant towards a specific team or towards a specific side. They have it in CSGO. There are maps in CSGO that are better suited for specific sides of the maps, whether it's T-sided or CT-sided maps. You know, those things are important for first-person shooters, in my opinion, because it really forces you to play smart and know your spawns and just really maintain control over a map. So 3-lane system, small maps, fast-paced, that in my opinion is what's really going to make Call of Duty Infinite Warfare a successful game. But anyways guys, thank you all so very much for watching this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, smack a like. Let's go ahead and see if we can smash 50 likes on this video, guys. That honestly mean the world to me. And like I said, if we hit 50 likes on this video, I'll go ahead and release another video about the top 5 things we do not want in Infinite Warfare. And be sure to leave your list of things that you actually want me to mention in that video down there in the comment section below. But anyways guys, thank you all so very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And if you guys made it up until this point in the video, comment down below #warfare. That'll let me know that you guys watched this entire video. And anyways guys, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time everybody, keep gaming, and as always, stay cool. Adios.